Let's go through the code 487, max consecutive ones. For this question, comparing to 285, is that this number we can flip at most once, and we try to find the maximal consecutive ones length. The same thing, we are going to write some corner case first. Use for nums equals to none, or nums dot length equals 0. That's everything there. So for this question, we are going to use dynamic programming to solve the question. New int n equals nums dot length and 2, right? So what does this one mean? We need to have some definitions for dpi 0 is that this means the longest length, and with index I without flip, and dpi 1 will be the longest length, and with index I flip at most once, right? So I say dpi 0 will be nums 20, 50 is 1, right? It's 1, that means we don't need to flip. Otherwise, if it's 0, we don't flip, the length will be 0, right? dpi 1 will always be 1, no matter it is first one is 0 or not. So we have int max equals max, these two values. Let's have 1. Then we're going to have int I equals 4, int I plus 1 is smaller than n, plus, right? If nums I equals 1, right? We have num dpi 0 equals dpi minus 1, 0 plus 1, right? dpi 1 will be, we can have a max. For example, max dpi minus 1, 0, dpi minus 1, 1 plus 1, right? Else, let's say if this is 0, at the dpi 0, if we don't flip, that's going to be 0. And the dpi 1 will be dpi minus 1, 0 without a flip and a flip current one, right? And plus 1. We'll find the dpi 1 is always greater than dpi 0. So actually, we don't need this max. Like this. And every time we get a new dp, value will have updated the max. dpi 1 next. Of course, we can compare dpi 0 and I1, right? So, but it's not necessary. We have to find it as we discussed. dpi 1 always greater than dpi 0. then return max. GPI 0 nonce. Cannot find symbol. 0, right? And 12. 0, 0, sorry. Initial is 0. Of course, this time complexity will be ON multiplied by will be ON, right? Space complexity was that is ON multiplied by 2. That is also ON, and we can get the space complexity better to be a constant space consistent complexity. So we just have this. Reverse. That means because after we calculate the next DP value, the previous one is not necessary anymore, right? Okay, this looks better. Runtime is better. So this is a DP way to solve this. Time complexity, ON, space complexity constant.